On World News Tonight, President Bush says he's defending civilization, and he tells the Russian president to be careful with what he's doing in Iran. The FBI informer who knew a September hijacker. The FBI did not perceive him as dangerous, an ABC News exclusive. The Archbishop accused of sexual assault and paying off the other man involved, an ABC News investigation. What a difference the internet has made to missing children. The recovery rate has been increased dramatically. And it may be the water myth. We've heard it for years, 8 glasses of water a day. Really?
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Good evening, everyone. President Bush is in Russia tonight. He's never been there before. When Mr. Bush has a formal summit meeting with the Russian president, his friend Vladimir Putin, tomorrow, they will do something Mr. Bush often said he did not want to do, sign a nuclear arms reduction agreement. Today, Mr. Bush was also in Germany, hasn't been there before. His theme throughout the day has been terrorism, and ABC's Terry Moran is with him.
Hand in hand, the president and the first lady arrived in Russia for a different kind of summit in Moscow. Aides say Mr. Bush sees this trip as a chance to lay the foundation for a new era of close cooperation with Russia, especially in the war on terrorism, which President Putin has enthusiastically supported. But earlier in Berlin, the president also had a blunt warning to Putin about a growing concern: Russia's help in building a nuclear reactor in Iran.
Is that if you arm Iran, you're liable to get the weapons pointed at you.
That kind of tough talk dominated Mr. Bush's speech to the German parliament as he tried to rally or frighten wavering Europeans into supporting the war.
In this war, we defend not just America or Europe, we are defending civilization itself.
The president's speech was disrupted by a protest staged by far-left legislators, which seemed to startle him. But his answer to such concerns was a stark warning. You could be next.
Those who despise human freedom will attack it on every continent. Those who seek missiles and terrible weapons are also familiar with the map of Europe.
At his press conference with German Chancellor Schroeder, Mr. Bush pressed his case, especially for taking on Iraq and its weapons of mass destruction. A highly unpopular idea here, but a problem he said must be dealt with.
We can play like it's not there. We can hope it goes away. But that's not going to work. That's not going to make us safer.
Making the world safer is what the White House says the new U.S.-Russia relationship is all about. And the two presidents will take a historic first step along that path tomorrow, when they sign the nuclear arms treaty that will reduce warheads by 2/3 on each side. Terry Moran, ABC News, with the president in Moscow.
A little later in the broadcast, ABC's Claire Shipman, who used to be boasted in Moscow, will take a closer look at the Russian leader, Mr. Putin. Before leaving Germany today, President Bush said he did not support an independent commission to investigate whether the government missed warning signs before September the 11th. Mr. Bush said it would compromise U.S. intelligence. The warnings in effect for New York City landmarks now include a threat to the subways and trains in the city. Once again, the threats are vague and unconfirmed. The Transportation Department says that transit systems across the country should stay on a state of alert.